We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington football team. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First carry for Leonard Fournette. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Chase Young.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Not today. Not today.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right. Sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is taken at the 18. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. Come on, get the flag. Check. Watch 54. I got it. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. I'm coming for you. You mine. Deuce.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And some space to move right away as he's hauled away up to the 30. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
He's brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Taylor. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Taylor. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Green to bring it back. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Buccaneers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
A gain of a yard.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Brady again. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Brady to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brady's pass intended for Rob Gronkowski. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Leonard Fournette, and he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Get it more than when I get expecting up the
Still 9 remaining on second down. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, an 80-yard touchdown. And Washington has taken the lead.
Justin Hopkins on board.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Working from the gun, it's Brady. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Buccaneer first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Brady. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Again, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And that'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. From the gun, Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
1st and 10.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 9, Haskins looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Devin Duvernay, 72 yards. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. First down, Brady. And finding the tight end, Wilson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. The final shot before half for Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Watch the run, watch the run. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the gun, Brady. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
McCrane's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
6.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Check pass, check pass. Check 43. Check 24. Check 24. Check 3. Check.
Here's Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
54.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Check 24. Next back. That's it. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Haskins. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Hey, we got 3 down. Hey, check 24.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 70 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Taylor, the ball.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll move the chains. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Haskins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series, and he's into the clear. Past the 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
They will run it. It's Fournette. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
We'll take over 1st and 10. at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
To throw again on second down. Haskins. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
48-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Taylor. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, sometimes, Brand, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run with Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Safety's creeping. 6 guys. Switch.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's coming.
They run once more with Taylor. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Haskins to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Took their shot at going for the win, didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I truly believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they want to be really aggressive and fake it.
Field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it again with Fournette. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled it.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Tampa Bay.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
It's saying they pay me, I'll do this for free.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch me work, watch him hate, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch his skirt out the mud, out the dirt.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. To throw is Brady. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Washington, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon.